Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? Hope you all are happy, healthy and safe at your home. My name is Sadia Munawar and I am your mathematics teacher from Divisional Public School and Intermediate College. Today we will start our second lecture of mathematics for class 5. Concepts included in revision lecture are how to add numbers up to 8 digits, how to subtract numbers up to 8 digits, and how to calculate the perimeter of a given shape. So let's dive in. Firstly, we will revise how to add or subtract numbers that are up to 8 digits. Students, there are 2 points you should be always mindful of while adding and subtracting numbers. Step number 1 in addition or subtraction is that you write the number carefully in the correct place value. Now what does it mean to say that you have to write the correct place value of the number? It means that you write the unit digit in unit column, the tens digit in tens column, and the hundreds digit in the hundreds column, and so on. Step number 2 of addition and subtraction of any number is that you start to add or subtract from the units column and work your way onwards. For example, if you have to add these 3 numbers, what will you do, students? Firstly, you will draw a place value chart and start placing all 3 numbers one by one in this chart. The first number will be placed in chart by writing the 1 in units and all the others in their respective columns like so. Then you will write the second number in place value chart by writing the 5 in units column and all the rest in their respective columns. Lastly, you will write the third number in place value chart by writing the 6 in unit column and all the other digits in their respective columns like so. After writing the numbers in the vertical sum, you will follow the second step and add them by starting from the unit column and work onwards. If the answer of the units or any other place value column exceeds the digit 9, or we should say the answer is a 2-digit number, we will write the unit part in the answer and bring carry number to the next place value column. Students, for detailed video on how to add and subtract numbers of arbitrary size, please watch lecture number 4 and 5 of this series. Consider this example. If you have to subtract these 2 numbers, what will you do? Firstly, you will write them in the place value chart one by one. The first number will be placed in the chart by writing the 9 in the units and all the numbers in their respective column like so. Then you will write the second number in the place value chart by writing the 7 in the units column and all the rest in their respective column. After writing the numbers in a vertical sum, you will move on to second step and subtract them by starting from the unit column and work onwards. Students, notice that at thousands place, you cannot subtract 5 from 4. So keep in mind that in such cases, you have to borrow 1 from the next place value to make it 14. Then ignore the number 4 and subtract 5 from 14 to get the answer. Students, some important points to note here are, whenever you add 0 to any number, the result remains the same. For example, 82 plus 0 is equal to 82. Similarly, whenever you subtract 0 from any number, the result always remains the same. For example, 76 minus 0 is equal to 76. Also note that more than, sum, and together means that we have to add. Similarly, less than, difference, and reduced means we have to subtract. Let's move on to perimeter. What is perimeter, students, and how to find it? Perimeter represents the path surrounding any closed region. We can also say that it is the sum of all the sides of a closed shape. Consider this shape, students. The length of all the sides are 5 centimeters. The perimeter is the sum of all the sides, and by formula we know that the perimeter is 4 times length. By placing the value in the length, we get perimeter is equal to 20 centimeters. Some important points of perimeter are: in order to find the perimeter of a square, we have the formula perimeter is equal to 4 times length. And to find the perimeter of a rectangle, we have perimeter is equal to 2 times length plus breadth. Also note that the commonly used units for perimeter are centimeter and meter. Let's see some of the objective questions that you can be asked during your assessment. Our first fill in the blank is sum of 728,000 and 52,400 is. Since you know sum means to add, so we will add these two numbers after placing them in the correct place value column. After placing that in the correct place value column, we will start adding them from the units column and work our way onwards, moving on to the tens column, then the hundreds, and lastly at the hundred thousands column. After finding the addition of these two numbers, your answer will be 780,400. Second filling the blank is 950,000 reduced by 50,000 is. Since you know that reduced means to subtract, so you will subtract 50,000 from 950,000. You know that in order to subtract these two numbers, you will start from the units column and then move on to the tens column up till you are done with the hundred thousands column. After subtracting these two numbers, your answer will be 900,000. Let's see some examples of multiple choice question. First multiple choice question is, the formula of perimeter of rectangle is. You will be given 4 options and you have to select one answer. Since you all know that perimeter of rectangle can be measured by formula P is equal to 2 times length plus breadth. So the answer is option C. Let's see another example of multiple choice question. 654,321 minus 0 is equal to. Again, you will be given 4 options and you have to select one from them. You know that 0 when added or subtracted from any number, the result remains the same. So, your answer will be 654,521. That is option B. Moving on, we have write true or false. Our first question is 78 million less than 78 million and 100? Since you know that 78 million is the smaller number and 78 million and 100 is the greater number, so your answer is true. Next question is, perimeter is the path occupying the given closed region. It is false. Why? Because perimeter is the path surrounding the given closed region. Lastly students, we have the question make list C. इस क्वेश्चन में स्टूडेंट्स आपके पास 3 कॉलम्स गिवन होते हैं A, B एंड C. इन 3 कॉलम्स को जो है आपने किस तरह से इस्तेमाल करना होता है, जो कॉलम A होता है उसमें जितने भी लिखा हुआ होता है वो आपके पास क्या होता है, क्वेश्चंस. और इसी तरह जो कुछ भी आपके पास कॉलम B में लिखा होता है वो उन क्वेश्चंस का आंसर होता है जो आपको A में गिवन होता है. आपने A से क्वेश्चन पढ़ना है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल पाथ सराउंडिंग अ रीजन. अब इसका आंसर हम B से ढूंढेंगे जो कि क्या है, पेरीमीटर, और C में हम इस तरह से इसको मेंशन कर देंगे. नेक्स्ट हम लोग इसी तरह से ही करेंगे 95,000 माइनस 5,000. B में इसका आंसर क्या लिखा हुआ है, 90,000. सो मैं सी में इसका आंसर यहाँ पे इस तरह से लिख दूंगी 90,000। और लास्ट क्वेश्चन मेरे पास ए कॉलम में क्या है, 465,750 प्लस 5,000। जब आप इसको ऐड करेंगे आपके पास क्या आंसर आएगा, 470,750, जो कि आपके पास कॉलम बी में गिवन है और आपको इसको सी में इस तरह से लिखना होगा। I hope that you have understood all the concepts. Take good care of yourselves. Allah Hafiz.